It's Denise from ôHë.com, and on this video I'm going to show you how to make this super easy spiral stitch hat. To make a smaller version, use smaller looms and adjust the number of rows. Let's start with the cast on. Make a slip knot. If a slip knot is difficult for you, then just tie a knot around the anchor peg with your working yarn. Then, wrap every peg. You're going to use the U-wrap version of the knit stitch, and this is what you do. You half wrap the peg, and then you're going to knit off by bringing the bottom loop over the top and towards the back. Continue to do this around the whole loom. Because I'm using a worsted weight yarn, you'll notice that I am knitting with 2 strands as one. Now to the brim. You're going to knit 3 and purl 2 for 18 rows. And you're going to continue to use the U-wrap version of the knit stitch. After the 3 knits, you need to do 2 purls. And so we're going to take the working yarn under the existing loop, bring our hook from the top, and we're going to scoop up the working yarn and create a new loop. Take the old loop off the peg and then put the new loop on. Now pull the working yarn to tighten the loop. Continue to knit 3 and purl 2. If you guys are wondering about the little yellow rubber bands, they're set at every 5th peg to help me with the pattern for the brim, the 3 knit and 2 purls. At the end, there's an extra one, which is why you'll see 2 rubber bands. I decided to add a purl stitch to that extra peg. So the stitch pattern is for you to knit 3 and purl 2, and the last peg is an extra, and then you start again. When you're done with your 18 rows, it's time to fold the brim. Find the first row of loops and mount them back on the pegs. As you place those loops back onto the peg, pull on them a little bit to tighten those first loose ones and to give you enough slack for the last ones. At the end of the row, go ahead and tuck that slip knot into the fold of the brim. Now knit off all the pegs. You're going to find that the top ones are a little loose and that the bottom ones are a bit tight. Just place your finger over that top one and pull a little extra on the bottom ones. For the hat, you're going to continue the knit 3, purl 2, but things are going to get different. This time you're going to use the E-wrap version of the knit stitch. And the E-wrap is done by completely wrapping your pegs. So you're going to wrap those 3 pegs, and then you're going to purl the next 2. I've removed all the little yellow rubber bands except for the last peg because I want you to notice where it's at. The trick here is to not knit off the knit stitches. And then you can use them as markers to tell you exactly where you started and where you stopped. So just continue wrapping 3 pegs, then doing your 2 purls around the whole loom until you get to that last peg where you can't do any more 3 wraps and 2 purls. If you turn the loom around to the very beginning, you're going to notice that you can see exactly where you started to the right of that yellow marker, and you'll see the 5-stitch pattern, the 3 knits and 2 purls. When you reach the last peg, do not knit that peg. First, knit off all the E-wrap knit stitches. When you finish knitting off all of the E-wrap knit stitches, you'll finish the first row of the spiral. Your next row will start 1 peg down from where you started the previous row. Begin the knit 3, purl 2 pattern again. Remember that you're going to keep knitting until you reach the last peg, and you'll know it's the last peg because you can't do the 5-stitch pattern anymore. Continue knitting the pattern for 45 rows. Now it's time to close the hat. Thread a needle and starting from the bottom up, feed the working yarn through every loop and take the loop off the pegs. Pull the working yarn a bit and turn your hat inside out. Pull the string to close the hat. Sew in a circle to close the hat. When you're done, go ahead and turn the hat back around, and if you're going to put a pom-pom on it, remember to bring the string back up because that's what you'll attach it to. Lastly, pull on those stitches to make them look nice. That's it. You're done. Visit the website for more patterns, techniques, and ideas. Till next time, ciao.